Want to keep up with the latest in GTProductions project activity? Then join our Patreon today. Patreons will get early access to our projects such as Dragon Ball Ascension and our own original series, Auxillary the Grand Tour. Also, by joining our Patreon, you get a chance to be credited in every video portrayed by GTProductions. Thank you for your support and enjoy the presentation. The following presentation is not meant for younger audiences. It contains bad language, violence, and even sexual content. Viewer discretion is advised. Auxillary the Grand Tour is property of GTProductions. Though music and stock background images belong to respective owners, the characters, plot, and storyline are all property of Brett Keenan Evans and GTProductions. Advise against using content illegally. Thank you. The year is 2022. In a strange turn of events, the world government has decided that it's time for schools to be given the corporal punishment treatment, as it was found that in the past, when the act was in force, the level of expulsion was reduced as children were inflicted with canes, straps, and sometimes even physical violence in a bid to keep them in line. This enforcement dropped expulsions and as a result dropped the criminal rate across the globe, with young delinquent children not causing havoc to society in forms of creating gangs, slinging drugs and trafficking offences. Much resistance had been met with this reform of the Corporal Punishment Act, but a reluctant acceptance of the act saw children now on the receiving end of abuse and violence in a bid to keep expulsion down to prevent further calamities to the world led by delinquent children. This, however, drastically backfired when the students began to rebel and started to cause chaos and dismay within the educational system, of which made the world government quickly withdraw from the system and tried to get balance back. However, the damage was done as some schools began adopting underground fighting tournaments where kids would be able to fight and bring glory to their school and region. It wasn't long before the underground battles became public to the world, and it sprung in an idea within the world government, and with it adopted the tournaments into an annual series where schools around the world would fight within their region, then as their countries to qualify for the World Series, where it would be decided there and then as to what school reigned supreme. This would prove to be the right method as balance was restored to the educational system, at least until a certain incident took place. The first 3 years of the adopted World School Clan Championship, or WSCC for short, were dominated by a certain clan. The Mizari clan of Chrail East High 18. The clan, though smaller numbers, more than made up for it with their clan leader. The man was a monster in his own rights, having a reputation for killing his opponents, and had an impressive win streak that only saw one loss, that being in their very first battle with their vice captain. It was said that there might be a chance of them winning 4 tournaments on the trot, but one day the leader grew tired of being a political pawn in the world government's game and wanted to showcase his power to the world on a more uprising scale. For this, he instigated an uprising of Chrail East High 18 that almost succeeded until Riot Patrol were able to apprehend the leader and the clan members and send them to correctional facilities under world government rule to be reformed and made back into regular school students. The event shook the world, and from it the world government elected to carry the tournament on, only now withdrawing the rule to allow fatalities within the matches and stating that any further disruptions as the Chrail East High massacre would end in that school's termination from the tournament and from the educational system as it is. The year is now 2025, where our story begins. A new school, a new life. A normal everyday school it seems. A far cry from where I was before. I wonder if the education system is still intact. Something about that girl seems strangely familiar to me, but I wonder how. Interesting.
I don't know who the hell you think you are, scrawny punk, but you better have a damn good reason for following me all the way out here.
Forgive me. I couldn't help but notice that your bag contains the insignia of what I believe would be the Kasangi clan, which to me would mean that you'd be of their ranks. I followed you in hopes that you might be heading to see your clan leader or captain so I could have a chat with them. But given that there is no one else here, I might just ask if I could get you to find them for me.
Not that it's really any of your business, kid, but I am the Kasangi clan leader. What the hell do you want with me?
So you're the clan leader then? So that makes you Lacelyn Evers, right?
How the hell do you know that name? Let alone that name in particular. Tell me now or I will slice you open like a fish.
Relax, alright? I wouldn't be able to tell you how I know this if you slit my throat. So what you did was completely counterproductive. But I do understand that you're not happy with that name, so I'll refrain from using it. It was Lace you like, wasn't it? Anyway, the reason I know your full name is that I came here from Chrail East High 18, a school of which I'm pretty sure that you're well aware of.
So you're from that school of maniacs that ruined my chance of taking over this school and showing my power? That doesn't explain how you know my full name. So spill it before I spill your guts.
Again, counterproductive threats, but fine, I will continue. So as you know, the Chrail East High 18 massacre caused the school to be shut down, and the Mizari clan that heralded there was disbanded. The leader and his 3 high-level captain and vices were correctionalized in order to bring them back to society as human beings, not carnivorous monsters they had become. I was one of those from the Mizari clan that was transferred here to West Coast High 19 in a bid to find the leader of the Kasangi clan and discuss something with them. The world government gave me a list of the clan members and your name was there in full.
Alright, I get it. Shut the hell up, kid. For someone that went to the school I loathe, you are really a chatty, annoying punk. As you stated, I prefer to be labeled as Lace, and you remember that. Or else.
Hazing the new kid, are we, Lace? That's not like you at all.
Oh, shut the hell up, Jack. For the record, this scrawny kid said shit towards me. I was merely defending my honor. Why do you always have to pin this crap on me? Huh?
So by that you must be Jack Vans, correct? The captain of the Kasangi clan?
Got that right, kid. Did your homework, did you? So who are you anyway, scrawny man? Got a death wish to come up in here and give Lace of all people crap?
Oh, right. I guess in all this I forgot to introduce myself. Where are my manners? My name is Evans. Brett Keenan Evans.
Huh? What did you just say? Did you just say Brett Keenan Evans?
I did?
Brett Keenan Evans. As in the Brett Keenan Evans. The same Brett Keenan Evans who was the leader of the Mizari clan. To Chrail, East High 18?
I thought they had erased my name from the records. Guess the world government screwed that one up too.
So it's true then. You're him. You're the leader of the Mizari clan. You're the guy who caused the Chrail East High massacre. You're the leader of the clan who has dominated the last 3 global WSCC tournaments. This is unreal.
Keep it down, would you? Yes, it's true. I am the former leader of the Mizari clan. I was responsible for that massacre and I ran the clan with a winning streak. But I didn't come here to be reminded of that. What I did was horrible and I would never wish to go through that again. What I was back then. So full of anger and rage. That darkness is something that I want people to avoid.
Hang on a second. Good thing Mitzi managed to scab this off the net before it was wiped off the face of the world. It's definitely you. The picture matches you almost perfectly. But you seem a lot scrawnier than in this picture. And your personality is so different from what I've heard. What happened?
You can thank the world government for that. I was so much of a threat to them that I was made an example of to show the world not to mess with them. After my team and I were captured, we were subjected to a lot of mental training and drug therapy in order to erase the corruption that plagued our minds and made us mindless killing machines. Well, to be honest, that was probably more on my end than the rest. They were just following orders in fear I'd kill them if they didn't, which was more true than they'd ever know. But they messed up. They couldn't erase my dark side. They could only suppress it, but they were so blind in their scientific know-how that they believed their own lies and released me without a second opinion when they thought I was no longer a menace to society. So before I came here, I endured myself to my own form of mental training to suppress my emotions completely, so that I would never revert back to what I was. And I have to say, it worked somewhat well. It's not perfect, but I'm devoid of most emotions at least.
Alright, that answers that much. But it doesn't answer the real question bothering me. What are you doing here confronting Lace and I? Why did you want to see Lace in particular? What are you scheming?
I want to join the Kasangi clan and help you become the next world champions.
Huh? You want to join us? You don't want to overthrow the clan and take the reins for yourself? Why would a clan legend such as yourself want to join a clan as a rookie member? That makes no sense!
Legend? Please. Legends are people who actually put a mark on the world for the right reasons. The world erased my prison and that's the way it is. But I digress. The world government made it very clear my position in this new world. Under my release from the facility, I am no longer able to lead or be a captain to a clan, and I especially cannot teach or instruct people. But the most important factor is that if I go on another rampage like I did with the massacre, there would be no trial, there would be no convictions. It would be straight up execution for me, of which would really end the legend, as you put it. Besides, being a rookie member in an upcoming clan would be a nice change of pace. I mean, so long as Lace is on board with it. She looks ready to burst an artery over there.
Shut your mouth, you little piece of shit. But on the thought of it, the idea of bossing around the former Mizari clan leader, the guy that ruined everything for me? That sounds like fun. Fine, you can join Mr. Mizari, clan leader. But there are conditions. The first is that you refer to me as Lace. And the second is that you stay the hell out of my business. Got that? Good. Now piss off. Jack, take him to home class and make sure the teacher knows you aren't going to be there, as we have tournament shit to worry about.
Alright. Let's make tracks then, Brett. We're a little late for you on your first day.
So Jack, there's something I want to ask. Is Lace always like that, or did I catch her on a bad day?
Lace. To be honest, you actually caught her on a good day. If you had got her on a bad day, you probably would have at least been stabbed once or twice with a switchblade. She had a hard life growing up. She was born away from her parents and was orphaned for much of her childhood. She learned to depend on her own strength and built a wall around her as a result. She has her moments of, I wouldn't say kindness, but times where she's not pushing the clan to their absolute limits. As to why she has a thing against you in the Mizari clan, I remember her one day talking about taking control over this school. As she was getting tired of the faculty and whatnot, bossing her around, telling her how she should be running our clan, and that her leadership was what was causing us never to be able to qualify for the World Series. When a school such as the Mizari, of which is in the same country as ours, is able to get through without a hitch. So being referenced against the Mizari would have been one reason behind it. Of course, the other reason would be because you and the Mizari seized the opportunity first, and then made it pretty much impossible for other clans to revolt against their schools. Then the final reason I can think of is that Kasangi and Mizari were meant to have an exhibition match, of which was called off when, of course, the incident happened.
Yeah, I recall that. I also remember marking your clan for death the day before the incident as a means of not having to deal with the match, as it was the least of what I wanted to do.
And yet you came to us when you could have probably been enlisted at any school in the country. Why?
Probably because I saw one of your matches, the very one I marked you guys down for, and saw potential in it. You have the team to get to where you are, you just need more numbers as your reserves are a bit short.
Yeah, we're not a big clan, and Lace's reputation can be a bit of a cause to people either leaving the clan after a few weeks, or reason to them not joining us at all. Our team basically consists of myself, Lace, our clan snoop Mitzi Nanami, and the brother-sister combination of Josh and Naomi Moore. You'll come to meet them when you head to homeroom. Word to the wise, though, Brett. Keep your wits about you with Naomi. She has a tendency to go gaga over boys she thinks are attractive. And I seem to remember her having a thing for you in your Mizari days. So that could make things interesting.
Noted. What about their fighting prowess?
Oh yeah. So Josh is more in terms of self-defense fighting. So he rather his opponents come to him, rather than he coming to them. He's good-spirited, but he's like his sister, that he tends to lose himself over cute girls, and tends to flex his pecs in hopes he can attract one. No luck so far, but he's hopeful of overcoming that. Oh, and don't feel too cornered with Mitzi. She can be a bit full-on when it comes to getting information out of people, but it's only for the best interest of our clan, so keep that with an open mind. Got a lost one for you, Teach. Lace and I aren't here. Clan stuff, you know the drill. Cheers, later.
So, Mr. Keenan Evans, was it? Care to explain why you're late on your first day to this school?
No I don't really, but if I need an excuse I got lost. The school needs maps or something.
I always get the smartasses. Alright, class, this is Brett Keenan Evans. Some big shot from Chrail East High 18. The school with the... Look, I don't get paid enough for this shit. Just sit down, Evans, and shut the hell up. I have a headache already.
Oh my god, it's you! It's Brett Keenan Evans, the Mizari clan leader of the past, isn't it? That's him! That's him, isn't it, Josh?
Naomi, sit down. You're disrupting the class with your flirty nature. As for you, Evans, sit here, please. We need to talk.
Jack was right about her. Best keep my distance.
So, it was you who was talking to Jack and Lace before class began. Gotta say, Evans, you have some guts to piss Lace off enough to want her to slit your throat. So what are you doing here at this school of all places?
I would think that your captain and leader would tell you later on, but I guess I'll just tell you now. I just joined your clan as a rookie member.
Brett's joined our clan? Oh my god, that is amazing!
I said quiet down, you brats!
Thanks, Teach.
Teach?
So yeah, ignore Naomi. She's a hopeless flirt.
That's not very nice, Josh.
Deal with it, sis. I want to know something. I want you to tell us about the Mizari clan and the Chrail East High 18 massacre. Please, tell us. We can't find this information anywhere else. And believe me, if I don't persist, she will.
Thanks, Josh. You're a real gentleman. Ladies must fawn over you for that.
Alright, fine. I guess I owe you that much since Lace let me join the team despite her disposition towards me and my former clan. Very well. Let's go back 1 year and tell the story of the Chrail East High 18 massacre. The world is pathetic. It's weak, frail, and there's nobody on this planet that seems to be able to defeat me. I think it's time I make a stand, not only against my school, but the whole world. Next time, the Chrail East High Massacre. Come and watch me reign over this pathetic planet.